You talked too much. That's where it all went wrong. You gave them access. You gave them your thoughts, your plans, your fire, and they used it to burn you. You think strength comes from noise? From shouting your intent? No, lions don't explain. They act, then silence follows. You were weak because you needed them to know that you were grinding, that you were coming, that you were better. But a wolf doesn't bark at sheep. It waits, it watches, and when the time is right, it ends the threat in one breath. You got betrayed because you trusted too loud. You got mocked because you cared too loud. You got laughed at because you failed too loud. They saw your fall. They saw your pain. They cheered when you broke. And that's the truth. They want to see you lose because your rise threatens their illusion. Your work exposes their laziness. Your hunger reminds them they're starving. So they talk. They talk like talk is power. They post. They gossip. They pretend. All bark, no teeth. Meanwhile, you bled, quietly, alone, unseen. You ate dirt. You swallowed shame. You got up when no one clapped. You became the man they'll pretend they never doubted. And now? Now the fire is inside. No more speeches. No more warning shots. No more needing applause. Now you move in silence, like smoke before the flame, like thunder after the lightning. You let the results speak in a language they can't mimic. You let karma do the talking, because karma doesn't forget. It keeps receipts, and it collects with interest. Let them talk, let them guess, let them lie to themselves. You've outgrown the need to respond. Their words are a currency you don't accept anymore. You don't deal in noise. You trade in scars, in time, in cold patience. You learned the hard way that not everyone deserves access. Not everyone deserves to know your next move. Most people want updates so they can sabotage you better. So now you disappear. Not in defeat, in design. Because silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Silence is the domain of those who don't need validation. Silence is the weapon of those who have seen too much to speak. Silence is the armor forged in fire. You don't warn people when you change. You show up different and let the silence make them uncomfortable. The man who builds in the dark is the one who controls the light. That's power. That's fear. That's evolution. They thought you were done, but the storm just went quiet. They thought you quit, but the silence was your training ground. They thought they won. But karma doesn't cash out early. They'll see it soon, not through words, through results. The new version of you doesn't explain himself, doesn't prove anything, doesn't look back. The new version doesn't react. He observes, he calculates, he builds, then he crushes. Let them doubt. Doubt is a gift. Doubt blinds your enemies to your arrival. They won't see it coming because you don't need to be seen anymore. Let them think you lost. Let them laugh. Let them flex their delusions. You've already won because the one who stays quiet owns the narrative. While they talk about you, you work on you. While they guess your next move, you make it. Success doesn't need to shout. It just shows up. In the bank, in the mirror, in the silence that follows your footsteps. You don't rise to prove them wrong. You rise because gravity doesn't own you anymore. You don't get revenge with words. You get revenge with distance, with peace, with power they can't reach. They'll look for the old you, the loud one, the reactive one, the one who needed them to see. But that version's buried, left behind like dead weight, burned away in the fire they started. You're steel now, sharpened in the dark, untouchable, unbothered, unbreakable. Let karma speak. It speaks in echoes, in empty rooms where your name used to be mocked, in silent mouths when your success walks in. The loudest thing in any room is presence, not noise, not words, just presence. Stand still and let it hit them, let it haunt them, let it humble them. You are not angry, you are not bitter, you are not loud, you are focused, you are final. You are done explaining. Let karma show them what silence builds. Because here's the law. The man who holds his tongue holds his throne. No one can argue with results. No one can gossip louder than a legacy. No one can block what's already written. They'll claim they knew you. They'll say they always believed, but silence.